because as you know, and anyone who's paying attention knows, even people who might not like President Trump, they can't deny the fact that he went to Washington and he will again go without caring about the Washington establishment or the political party bosses or the mainstream propaganda media or the military industrial complex. He didn't care about pissing any of them off. And that's why they're so threatened by him.
That's Tulsi Gabbard talking to Don Jr. about why Trump is the right man for the job and the possibility of being his VP in the general election. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish. And it looks like there might be some good news for those of you who want Trump to pick Tulsi Gabbard as a running mate. You know, Trump's been teasing this for months, and there's been a lot of chatter recently around Tulsi Gabbard in particular from disenfranchised Democrats and I guess you would say more moderate Republicans, as well as a lot of you guys watching, which I was frankly a little bit surprised by. This recent surge in interest in her is partially due to a speech she gave a few weeks ago at CPAC praising Trump.
Our democratic republic is being destroyed by the permanent Washington elite. And there are people in both political parties who truly believe they and not the American people have the right to decide who should be our president. They easily and dangerously dismiss our Constitution, the rule of law, the voices of the American people, anointing themselves as the ones who have the power and justification to make this most important decision. Now, I've met a lot of strong, tough people in my life. I can't think of a single one who could not only withstand all that they are throwing at Donald Trump without crumbling, but someone who would actually choose to keep fighting against the entire Washington establishment.
Well, she certainly seems to be saying a lot of the right things. It is no secret that the left has a bad habit of pushing people out of the party as they become more and more radical. But would Trump be open to Gabbard as a VP? Well, he's previously stated that he likes the concept of a female VP, and he thinks one of the primary purposes of the position is to serve as a boon for the general election. A candidate like Gabbard could help him out. She seems to have broad support with disaffected liberals like Joe Rogan, who've become exhausted with the left, but might be hesitant to vote for Trump. The only question remaining is, would she be open to the idea? Well, here she is addressing it with Don Jr. on his Rumble show Triggered.
All about vice president, something I've also seen a bunch here, and actually for the last few weeks. How are you responding to that call?
I'd be honored. I'd be honored to serve my country in that way. I'd be honored to actually be in a position to help President Trump execute his policies, bringing the experience that I have had of being on the front lines of many of these battles and actually understanding what we're up against. And so whether you're talking about securing the border, reducing inflation, improving our economy, stopping these Democrats and establishment Republicans, stopping these warmongers from continuing to push us closer and closer to war, not just in one country, but in multiple regions across the world. These are things, if I had the opportunity and privilege of being able to serve and support President Trump in actually executing these policies, I'd be honored to do so.
Sounds like a pretty big yes to me. Regardless of how you feel about her, you've got to admit it would be pretty fun to see another Harris-Gabbard debate, right? I mean, who doesn't love watching Batman fight the Joker? They're almost like bizarro versions of each other. That alone would be worth picking her. However, personally though, I'm not sure I'm 100% sold. I like Tulsi Gabbard and respect her service, but I don't think I'll ever be able to get behind her stance on certain social issues. That's not to say though that it would stop me from voting for Trump. But let me know what you think. Do you like Tulsi Gabbard? Is she a viable choice for VP or just another opportunistic politician? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Boy!